Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from RealityArtPod, here to talk about the Week 1 Veto episode of Big Brother 26. Previously on BB26, Angela's meltdown, HOH reign began with her nominating Kenny, Lisa, and Chemo for eviction. I put a link in the description to my playlist where you can catch up on my previous recaps, and a link for you to try Paramount Plus for free. If you like the video, consider helping my channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. But let's dive into it. Following her nominations, Angela reminds us that she nominated the 3 least connected players in the house, but she's still eyeing Matt as a target after their conversation in HOH. Worth noting that Matt doesn't hug Angela at this ceremony, something that bothers her all week. The nominees are devastated, especially Lisa, who's pissed and hiding in the fridge.
There's nowhere to cry in this house.
Right.
Angela cries to Lisa as if she's looking for some sympathy from her nominee, and there's this.
I haven't combed my hair. There's not been a brush through my hair, I swear.
It looks good.
I can't find my brush, but that's beside the point, Lisa.
These two are 2 loose doors meeting at the Unhinged convention. Angela tells Lisa she's not the target, and she really isn't at this time, but Lisa has main character syndrome and will never believe that she's not the target. Back in the kitchen, Angela is still annoyed with Matt for not giving her a hug, saying everyone gave her a hug except him, he was just eating out of his bowl, and Angela finds some new material she likes.
She has like beady eyes, and he's always like this. She have crazy eyes.
Angela goes back to her HOH room where she concocts all of her bad moods and tirades, reminding us yet again that Matt is a brat who didn't give her a hug. At night, Matt and Mackenzie are talking dirty.
No, I actually have rosacea.
I think you said focaccia.
That's bread.
They update us on their showmance. They're clearly flirting, but Mackenzie says she's playing hard to get. They're also allied with Leah and call their alliance the Thromance. Mackenzie tells the Thromance about her power, the America's Veto that she can use after the veto ceremony to take someone down who will be replaced by America's vote. Joseph, Chelsea, T-Core, and Cedric decide to expand on the alliance they built with Angela. Remember last time when I said these alliances all fell apart and I'm glad they didn't show it? Well, they bring in Chemo, Cam, and Quinn and call this giant alliance the Collective. This all happened way before this episode, but it's important to the storyline. So Angela is back in her lair, conspiring alone, staring at the screen, and spiraling as she does often. The sight of Crazy Eyes laughing drives her into a tailspin, and she calls him Crazy Eyes 3 more times for good measure. Joseph and Quinn come to tell Angela about the Collective Alliance. She says she doesn't just like it, but she tells us she thinks that Quinn and Joseph are Matt's soldiers pitching a fake alliance, which is clearly not true. When they leave her alone, she declares that the Collective is coming for her. That's right, Angela, they named an alliance against you and invited you to be in it. That night, in her tower, Angela can't sleep and is going full workroom Alyssa Edwards, writing a speech in her head.
Huh. I keep hearing, oh. Oh no, I can't.
Yes, I'm doing that.
In the morning, everyone's having a great time in the kitchen, and Angela's speech comically starts with her slow clapping and coming down the stairs, which everyone thinks is about to be a really fun time, until this happens.
Matt, I am so flattered that I am a threat to you.
She first comes for Matt and his peepers.
Crazy eyes. You have freaking crazy eyes.
Then for Quinn and Joseph.
For the visitors that came to visit me last night, your performance was great for a low-budget movie.
Things get more heated when Angela says Matt aggressively threatened her, calls him ugly on the inside, calls him an idiot, and says that his mom will see him as a disrespectful brat, and
your words are... So you should just put it back in your ass.
In the aftermath of the Crazy Eyes blow up, nobody really agrees with Angela's choice to do this performance, and the Collective instantly falls apart because they can't trust her, and she just called out Joseph and Quinn. They pick players for the veto, Joseph gets pulled, and Lisa gets house guest choice, choosing Brooklyn and not Matt, who wants to play to keep himself safe, which was a good move from Lisa. Later, Matt breaks down, upset about not being picked and his mom being brought up. He's really upset in diary, especially because he talked a lot preseason about his mom being an immigrant and how much that makes up his identity. They head to the veto competition called Spelling Bee, hosted by Tucker. It's a shame they didn't give Tucker a costume or character for this, but whatever. This is a BB classic. They have to run out and grab letter tiles in the honey and spell out the longest word. There are also 3 delete tiles in the honey, and if they use those, they can eliminate any letter from the game. The person with the longest word in the fastest time will win. Oh, and the mascots are back in their costumes. They should have been in all week. They get started crawling through the sticky honey. Chemo seems to be struggling the most with the honey. This challenge is kind of rushed along, with Kenny using the delete to delete the letter E, Lisa deletes the letter H, and Angela doesn't buzz in time, so she's disqualified. Joseph spells spin, but the N is a Z, so he gets no points. This was BS. That looked like an N, not a Z. Kenny spells camping. Convenient how the M has a line under it to avoid confusion. So Kenny gets 7 points, and Lisa spells transform, a 9-letter word, and the crowd goes wild. Chemo spells pipers, even though Kenny deleted E early in the game, so he gets 0 points. And Brooklyn spells flocks, a 6-letter word, which gives Lisa the POV, and Lisa tells us apparently people call her Dolce because she's sweet. Not shown in this episode was Dolce being so mad and panicking in the house between her nomination and winning this competition. Ahead of the veto ceremony, Mackenzie weighs out using her power to save Matt, but not shown for suspense or time is Matt insisting for her not to use it. Also not shown was Matt and Angela having a one-on-one in the bathroom where he explained his relationship with his mom to Angela, and some last-minute scrambling from Matt to get T-Core to be the replacement nominee. At the meeting, Dolce saves herself with the veto, and Angela nominates Matt, who commits,
When I stay in this house, these crazy eyes are gonna be locked in on you.
Overall, this was a great episode. I was waiting all week to see the edit of Angela's Crazy Eyes meltdown. That really delivered, and a big chunk of time in this episode was explaining how that happened, then showing it happening. They ended up rushing through the veto comp and the strategizing afterwards, which is why I was a little more descriptive of the live feeds than I normally am. I've been glued to the live feeds. These players are very busy. Every day there's a fight. So if you haven't already, use my link to try Paramount Plus for free. And let me know in the comments, with the eviction tomorrow, who do you think is going to be evicted? I think it's a toss-up between Matt and Kenny, but my guess would be that Matt wins the AI arena and Kenny goes home. I'll be back tomorrow night to talk about the eviction and with a separate video with week 1 player rankings. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you then. Bye.